So I just like to put a trigger warning for anyone who suffered miscarriage, stillbirth, any kind of infant loss or child loss, that this is what the video will be about.
Are you excited?
Like that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I hope you enjoyed your stay. If you do, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below before you go. As I'm sure you can tell by this video, I'm going to be talking about the stillbirth I had, so it is a sensitive subject. I guess I first just want to start this video off by saying I have no idea where I'm going with this. I'm just kind of going off by memory and talking about it. I never really thought I was going to be making this video, and I guess the reason that I am is so that I don't, like I've talked about it in my videos before, that I've had a stillbirth, and I don't really want to explain in like 7 different videos when I could just like reference one video back on what happened. So yeah, with that being said, I'm just gonna jump right into it. So back in 2018, on May the 4th at 1:22 a.m., I gave birth to the most beautiful little boy. Leading up to his birth, I never really had any complications. I had sciatic nerve pain and I was put on bed rest for it because my right leg would randomly lose feeling in it and I would like fall, and it was obviously dangerous. So they put me on bed rest for that. So on May 3rd, I had an OB/GYN appointment, and I went in, he checked his heartbeat and all the other stuff you do at an OB/GYN appointment, and we heard the heartbeat and he said it sounded like a nice, strong, healthy heartbeat. Those were his exact words, and we went home. When we went home, I was so exhausted, I ended up taking a nap, and when I woke up at 6 o'clock, I had some really bad cramps. So there's this thing called the 5-1-1 rule if you've never had a baby. So I was waiting for the 5-1-1 rule to apply to me, and I was failing to realize that when I was counting my contractions that they were 30 seconds apart for 30 seconds. Once I did realize that, I went to the hospital, which felt like the longest drive in the world. So we get to the hospital, they get us checked in, they get us registered, all that fun stuff. And we head upstairs to the labor and delivery wing where they put the contraction monitors on us and we could see the contractions. And then they put the heartbeat monitor. When they put the heartbeat monitor on, they couldn't find the heartbeat. And the nurse said that she was like a new nurse, so that she was gonna get somebody else to help. When she left and came back, there was like 6 other people that came back with her, and none of them could find the heartbeat. So from there, they told us that we were gonna go to the delivery room right away. They checked me to see how far along, like how far dilated I was, and I was 7 centimeters upon arrival. They brought us to the labor and delivery room, and they told us that they were gonna have to do like an internal heartbeat to see if it was just like faint and we could do like an emergency C-section and everything would be fine, or if I had lost the baby. We never ended up having to do that because the ultrasound technician was available to give us an ultrasound, and they confirmed that there was no heartbeat. I had the most phenomenal labor and delivery nurse. She had actually suffered a stillbirth 20 years before I had, so she was able to understand the emotions and the feelings that we were going through, and was able to really help us more than like a regular nurse, which was such a blessing. There was obviously a lot of emotions, and she was just able to help us, like from my mom, Dante, and me, like those are the people who were in the room. So it was just like really helpful to be able to have her explain everything for all of us in like terms that we all understood. That was like at 8 o'clock that all that ended up happening. So we were able to sit with it for a little bit of time before I actually delivered him. So we ended up naming him Levi John Paulo Rooney. We decided not to have an autopsy because the nurses recommended that we didn't, because 90% of the time they come back inconclusive and there's no reason why. When August rolled around our 2-year anniversary, we decided we wanted to try for another baby. I ended up getting pregnant just after August, or the beginning of the year, I think it was the beginning of the year. And I had a miscarriage of 5 weeks. So that was in the beginning of 2019. And then I had another one later on in 2019, another miscarriage, also around like 6 weeks. I think growing up was that I always wanted to be a mom. My biggest fear was not being able to be a mom, to not be able to have kids. And at this point, I hadn't been able to carry a baby successfully to term. So it just kind of seemed like my worst fear was coming true. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's watched this video so far. Thank you for hearing my story, and I will see you guys in my next video.